Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to Let's Play Hatoful Boyfriend, Holiday Star. I'm Kamchak Fisco. Come join me for our new feathery adventure. Alright, here we go. Albert's Secret. Who's Albert? Guess we find out. Albert's a crow employed as Sakuya's butler. Apparently Yuya doesn't care for him. The super agent is mobilizing all of his resources to investigate this mysterious butler. Uh-oh, this can't be good. Yes, this is terribly suspicious. A footprint here. Another there. I didn't want to consider the possibility, but perhaps... Salutations, Sakuya. Bah! The idiots always come crawling out of the woodwork as soon as the frost melts. And by idiots, I mean you. Hush, from the get-go as always. Come on, can't you show me one of your happy springtime smiles? Doesn't your heart feel joy and gaiety at the turn of the seasons? Why should I smile because it's spring? You're gibbering nonsense as always. What am I supposed to be? A March hare? Anyway, what do you want? I don't remember inviting you. In any case, I'm forbidden by father to speak to you. Don't worry, I know. I'm going to be moving to college next week. I won't be too far away, but I thought I'd drop by to let you know. Why would I care where you live? Were you hoping for a surprise housewarming? Well, you know, as your brother, I'd be really happy to have you drop in once in a while to hang out, if you feel like it, you know. Do you mean you insult me, Mongo? Hardly. Of course I don't. Anyway, my address is on here. If you need help with anything, just let me know. Even if I ever did, you'd be the last person I'd ask. I'd like to think I'd come in handy in a pinch, at least. More like you show up, act like you've gotten everything under control, and then end up being completely useless. Why don't you just get your act together already? Sharp words. Oh, such sharp words. Not that I mind. In any case, why not give me a call when you're not in trouble? What are you talking about? Do you think I have time to be... Master Sakuya. Ah, Albert. What is it? Your afternoon tea is ready, sir. But you appear to be busy, so shall I serve it later? No, I shall take it now. Pay this imbecile no mind. Understood, sir. Right. We're brothers, no need for formality. That's not what I meant. Will you be staying for tea, Master Yuya? No, I'll pass. I'm on my way to meet someone. Nice talking to you, Sakuya. Adieu. Now where in here is this man with the yellow crest? Ah, there he is. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all, you're just on time. Sakazaki Yuya. Sit down, I'll make it quick. The info requested came in. I had to do a background check on Albert, the crow working for the LaBelle family.
That was fast. What did you turn up?
Just as you thought. He's not a butler.
Right.
Had you already found something out?
No, it was just a hunch. I never feel comfortable around him.
Were you poking into his history just because you don't like his personality?
Hardly. I'm not that childish. You can feel the tension just by standing next to him. He doesn't feel like a servant at all. Is he a spy? It takes one to know one, as they say.
No, but you're not far off. He's an assassin.
What? Who is he targeting? The head of the family or...
Calm down, youngster. He's been with the Bell family for more than 5 years. If he was after one of them, he'd have done it and been gone years ago.
But he could be waiting for a signal.
Can't really argue with that. Sit back down, Sakazaki.
Killing is his job. Confronting him without knowing his target or client is too risky.
Killing is his job. Confronting him without having a client or target is too risky.
True. Sorry, let me know if anything else turns up.
That's better. Know your opponent before you strike. His full name is Albert Allen Alkin.
AAA, huh?
People in the community know him as the Faceless Triple Ace.
Makes sense. Sounds like something out of an RPG.
His high success rate has earned him a reputation, but he doesn't stick with one client long, so not many people know what he looks like. That's where it comes from. To think he'd turn up now of all times.
Have you met him before?
No, not in person. An old friend and co-worker went up against him in his final mission. That's all. Happens a lot. If you stick around long enough, don't sweat it. Just remember it.
Right.
Don't give up on anything just because it's him. We'll stay cautious and investigate everyone involved with the LaBelle family.
I'm gonna stake out the mansion. I'll let you know if anything happens. And now I've been standing here for a few days and nothing's happened. What is he up to? Every night he comes out and stands completely still right there. Is he watching for intruders? I can't read him at all. Directly above him is a window. Looks like a bathroom? He wouldn't be standing there for some sort of sick voyeurism, would he? Bathrooms have always been good places to commit extra messy sorts of crimes. Could he be standing there because... A sharp dagger appears in his wing and he takes off. I think I'll let you. Master Yuya, I'm aware that you do not like me. May I ask that you not interfere with my work all the same? Talk now! Who hired you? Who's your target? I am not permitted to say. Forgive me. If you won't talk, then I'll make you. Unfortunately, it is time for me to get back to work. If you have some business with me, then please call again. Go! Sakuya, run! Run, Sakuya! It was a success, sir. Well done! Did you take them alive?
They surrendered as soon as they saw my blade. I took them without injuring them as you directed me.
Merry Christmas! No, don't hurt us! I knew it was you, you reprobates! You will feel the backhand of justice for this. First I shall... Get away from him, Sakuya! What are you doing here, Sakazaki? Albert is after your lathe. Get out of here!
Merry Christmas! What is happening?
You seem to have misunderstood. These white things have been infiltrating and making use of my bathroom for the past few days. I asked Albert to capture them in the act. Infiltrating?
Merry Christmas!
What a nice bath it is, Mirokaku's favorite.
Oh, I never realized he had his little ankle bracelet.
That doesn't mean you can just come in and use it. But wait. Do you know who he is? What on earth are you talking about? Albert is my butler. Nothing more, nothing less. I saw him with a dagger. I told him he could threaten them into submission if they resisted. Sakuya, he's an assassin. Yes, and? You already knew? Correct. What's going on here? You know who he is, but you keep him around anyway. Yes, that's right. Is there something wrong with that? Of course there is. A professional assassin wouldn't place himself in an aristocrat's household just for fun. He must be after you or your father. There's no other way. Ah, I see. You misunderstood terribly and came running to tell me about it. How like the commoner you are. Merry Christmas! Things are getting complicated. Mirokaku don't know what to do. Merry Christmas! Mirokaku will sit here and say nothing until you're finished talking. Please do. This will take some time. Shall I explain to Master Yuya for you, sir? No, it's fine. I'll do it. Certainly sounds like I'm missing something here. I would love it if you'd clue me in. What is an assassin doing in the LaBelle household? Who is he working for? As you can see, he's working for me. As a butler, and as an assassin. Have you sunk that far into the intrigues of nobility, Sakuya? No. Don't lump me in with those fools who can't get anything done without sneaking around in the shadows. But your employee, an assassin. That's right. An assassin needs a target. Who are you after, Albert? Master Sakuya. What? I knew it! I can't let you live! Good gracious, calm down before someone gets hurt. Let me tell you the story from the beginning to end. Then maybe you'll understand why I keep him with me. It must have been about 6 years ago now. I was still living in the mansion in southern France. Albert arrived just as the last leaves were falling at the start of winter. Apparently he'd been referred by the head butler and so was hired. My first impression was as a disturbingly elaborate apparatus. He was always businesslike, and after a while I started to doubt he had emotions of his own at all. And while he was most capable of us servants, his cold demeanor made him hard to approach. It was a little questionable for a butler. Even the other servants found it distasteful. I felt some respect for his capability, though. He would wake up before anyone else and only go to bed after everyone was asleep. Or maybe he never slept at all. I don't know anymore. I don't think anyone ever saw him fall asleep.
Good night, Master Sakuya.
What are you about, Albert?
What about me, sir?
Aren't you going to sleep? You were out late on an errand for my father last night, were you not?
That was nothing, sir. Please do not concern yourself with me.
In any case, he worked hard. He never missed a detail, he was strong, and he was smart. If it weren't for his attitude, he would have been a perfect butler. He could have easily handled the work of 10 people. Soon, the servants who had always trailed after me grew fewer and fewer, until it was just Albert and me. The incident happened on a snowy night in late winter. Father, mother, and the other children had been invited to the party across the border. I was entrusted with their house, and the preparations for the assembly we were planning to hold in the mansion soon after. It was a great honor. Father had already singled me out as his favorite for succession. It was an opportunity for me to gain some of the experience opening as the head of the family. But there were others who didn't think so well of me, and the snowy night must have seemed like a perfect chance to get rid of me once and for all. Let me go. Who are you?
Such fine plumage. You are the fourth son of the Bell family, yes.
Who's asking? Unhand me, villain!
There are some people who feel that your life places them at a disadvantage. You're so young, too. What a pity. But this is my job, and you've only your blood to blame.
The blade, grown cold as ice in the winter air, neatly severs the carotid artery. Brilliant red spreads wildly across the hard floor. But it wasn't coming from me. Albert?
This was not the most desirable outcome.
The assassin who had pinned me from behind crumpled silently to the floor. Standing on the other side of the pool of blood was a black crow. Albert wiped the blood from his blade and knelt to examine the corpse. I must thank you, Albert. If you'd been a few seconds later.
Yes. A few seconds later, and I too would have been unable to fulfill my contract.
Contract? Albert was leaning over the body and I couldn't see his face. It was probably as blank as always anyway.
But unfortunately, it would appear that my client has voided the contract anyway. This is the same paper as was given to me. I won't be removing you now, Master Sakuya.
Gruesome intrigues aren't uncommon among the powerful elite. It was the first time I'd become involved in one myself, but I'd heard of people I'd met at parties and the like disappearing, being murdered, or having suspicious accidents any number of times. But I didn't understand. An assassin was targeting me. Albert killed the assassin, but Albert was targeting me as well. Was this just a fight over prey? You came here to kill me?
Yes, sir. That was my intention.
Was?
My client has violated the contract, and so I no longer have any reason to do so.
I have a mountain of questions for you, Albert. Will you answer them?
All pacts of confidentiality have been voided by the client's violation. What do you want to know, sir?
He remained as distant as ever when I questioned him. Apparently the circumstances were as follows. There were 5 children by different mothers of the LaBelle household. The elder sister, the elder brother, 2 twin brothers, and me. The LaBelle family had always chosen its heirs on ability, and I, the youngest son, was clearly the favorite. But my stepmothers were not going to take that lying down. The mother of my eldest brother had hired Albert to infiltrate the mansion under the guise of the butler and wait for an opportunity to kill me. That night she became impatient. She hired another assassin, independent of Albert. You slipped in as a butler, as you were ordered. You were never liked, but you were hardly treated as a stranger. If she wanted to kill me, wouldn't it have been more certain to just wait until you finished me off? I cannot understand why she would bring another assassin now, of all times.
I can only guess that the client became impatient. I have been with you for longer than I estimated, so perhaps she feared her plot had been exposed. It would seem that I did not gain her complete confidence, and that I regret.
Do you mean to say that she was afraid of you, having grown close to me, would be unable to carry out your orders? And so she brought in an unrelated third party?
I am terribly sorry that I was not able to deliver the full value to her. But had she given me the signal, I would have been able to complete the contract at any time. But
he was detached as ever, unconcerned that his very target was unconcerned that it was his very target he was speaking to. Perhaps his black feathers really do hide a machine, with no flesh or blood at all. Strangely, his calm was infectious. It was amusing, and at the same time allowed me to remain composed while I considered my own position.
The client contracted me to take care of you, Mr. Sakuya, but at the same time interfered with my work before giving me the signal to act. Had you died, I would have been unable to complete the contract.
Well, it's true. The only place a man can rest without fear of the assassin's blade is in his own grave.
Master Sakuya must remain alive if he is to be assassinated. I took care of this gentleman here to preserve that state of affairs.
You mean it wasn't out of your devotional love for me? Oh, you don't mince words, Albert.
Indeed, sir. Now then, do you have any more questions for me, sir? I fear it is time for me to depart.
You're leaving our service?
As I mentioned, the client annulled our contract by calling in a third party. I shall be returning to my usual world until I'm called upon by the next client.
Your usual world? Wait, couldn't you be rehired and come after me again?
I cannot say. That would depend on who approaches me.
I was sure after a night's events of what I had suspected all along. He had probably thrown away whatever emotion he was born with long ago. He followed his own rules with the utmost perfection, and beyond that, nothing. He would leave the mansion, and if he were hired to target me again, would kill me without any hesitation or remorse. Wait, Albert. I shall not allow you to leave. Stay.
I am not your butler, Master Sakuya. This mansion is not a place for me.
I will hire you.
If you mean as a butler, then I must refuse. If it is an assassin you are after, then we can talk.
If I let him out of my sight, he will surely become a threat. I have to keep him here. But I can't hire him as a butler. Bodyguard? No, he wouldn't accept that either. Meaning... Yes, Albert, I want to hire you as an assassin.
And who will I be targeting?
Me.
You, Master Sakuya.
That's right. Is that not allowed?
I cannot think of any precedent, but there's no reason it should not be.
In that case, I order you to remain at the Rebel household under the guise of a butler and await my signal.
Understood. Let us write up the contract. So he's just leaving him open-ended to protect him. That's hilarious.
In other words, I am Albert's client, and his target as well. Clever, don't you think?
It does let you keep him by, provided you do not give that signal.
Besides, Albert is excellent. If someone else in the mansion were to make an attempt on my life, he would protect me with his own. After all, he can't kill me if I'm already dead.
Indeed, sir. That sounds pretty hair-triggered kind of relationship. But at the same time, it's a good way of keeping tabs on an otherwise dangerous assassin. I don't know, Sakuya, it still bothers me.
Ho, just who do you think I am? Any true aristocrat needs to have dangerous pawn or two on hand.
I don't like you, Albert. But Sakuya seems to have this sorted out. But if you do end up hurting him, I'll hunt you to the ends of the earth and back. Remember that. Understood, Master Yuya.
Merry Christmas! Everybody looks so serious. Maybe Kaku can't handle this kind of pressure. Merry Christmas! We'll make our escape while they're distracted. Hooray! Get back here, you two! I haven't lectured you yet! Merry Christmas! Answer them, Albert. Catch them and bring them back here.
Understood, sir. Back in the dark. That was a strange chapter. My personal thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. You all are awesome viewers. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. It means a lot to me, and I do hope you enjoyed. You all take care of yourselves. If you want to see more of me, keep the video on the list, or stay tuned for more. Feel free to leave a comment below, and please remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. In the meantime, fare thee well, everybody.